Spain's government has accused Shakira of tax evasion, just weeks after she announced her split from Spanish soccer player Gerard Piqué. Shakira's lawyers rejected a proposal plea deal on Wednesday and decided to take the case to court. Prosecutors in Spain have now announced that they are seeking a fine of 24 million euros as well as an 8-year prison sentence. In this video, we'll take a look at everything you need to know about Shakira's tax fraud case and what consequences the star will have to face. Curious to know? Let's find out. Several news outlets reported on Friday that Shakira is facing jail time in Spain for tax evasion. You might be wondering how we got here. Prosecutors have accused Shakira of stealing 14.5 million euros from the Spanish tax office between 2012 and 2014. However, the singer has stated that she is absolutely certain of her innocence and has turned down a plea bargain. Prosecutors in Spain said Friday that they would seek a prison sentence of more than 8 years for global music superstar Shakira after she rejected a plea deal over tax evasion allegations. Prosecutors in Barcelona will also seek a nearly $24.5 million fine from the 45-year-old Hips Don't Lie singer, accusing her of defrauding the Spanish tax office out of 14.5 million euros earned between 2012 and 2014. Prosecutors claim Shakira relocated to Spain in 2011 after her relationship with FC Barcelona defender Gerard Piqué became public, but she kept her official tax residency in the Bahamas until 2015. The couple, who have 2 children together, divorced in June. According to them, she earned the majority of her money from international tours until 2014, did not spend more than 6 months of the year in Spain, and was thus not a resident under tax law. For tax purposes, people who spend more than 6 months of the year in Spain are considered residents. Shakira, who has sold over 60 million albums, rejected a plea deal on Wednesday, saying she was absolutely certain of her innocence and had decided to go to court, confident that her innocence would be proven. Lawyers for Shakira, one of the biggest names in global music, say an agreement is still possible until the trial begins. A formal referral to the court has yet to be announced, and no trial date has been set. Prosecutors in Barcelona claim she only traveled abroad for short periods due to professional obligations, and that she spent the majority of the year in Spain. They want her to pay tax on her worldwide income in Spain. In 2015, the Colombian singer relocated to Spain for tax purposes. According to Shakira's public relations firm, the Colombian pop singer denied any wrongdoing when she testified before a judge in Spain as part of an investigation into her alleged tax evasion. In a statement issued on Thursday, her public relations firm stated that Shakira has always been including between 2011 and 2014, met her tax obligations in every country she has worked in. It goes on to say that, as soon as she was informed of the amount that she would have to pay according to Spain's tax office, Shakira paid that amount in full. The Paradise Papers revealed in November 2017 that Shakira had transferred 30 million euros in musical rights to an offshore firm on the island of Malta. Shakira's lawyer insisted that the tax avoidance was legal, telling a Spanish news outlet that the offshore firm satisfies all legal requirements and that all of the corresponding information relative to this entity is public and transparent. 2 months later, Spanish prosecutors announced that Shakira was being investigated for tax evasion, with prosecutors officially charging her in December 2018 and demanding that she pay taxes in Spain on her worldwide income. Shakira's representatives claimed that the singer owed no money to Spanish tax authorities, claiming that she had paid everything she owed in full and that the prosecutor was waging a smear campaign and using Shakira as a scapegoat to scare other taxpayers. On Wednesday, the actress blasted the prosecutor's office for complete violation of her rights and abusive methods. Prosecutors, she claimed, were insisting on claiming money earned during my international tours and the show The Voice, on which she served as a judge in the United States, when she was not yet resident in Spain. Between 2013 and 2014, Shakira appeared on the singing competition show. Her lawyers claim that she earned the majority of her money from international tours until 2014, moved to Spain full-time only in 2015, and has met all tax obligations. She claims to have paid 17.2 million euros in taxes to Spanish authorities and to have no debt to the treasury for many years. In May, a Barcelona court denied the singer's request for the charges to be dropped. According to a court document, Judge Marco Jesus Jubreyes found sufficient evidence for Colombian singer Shakira to face tax fraud charges during a pre-trial investigation. The documents attached to the lawsuit are sufficient evidence of wrongdoing to allow the proceedings to proceed, the judge stated in the court document. Will Shakira end up in prison? Nobody knows for certain. However, in Spain, several high-profile football players, including Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Cristiano Ronaldo, have been accused of tax evasion. Messi has been sentenced to 21 months in prison for tax evasion in Spain, totaling 4.1 million euros. But the Argentine footballer was only fined. Marcelo Vieira, a Real Madrid defender, admitted to tax fraud in September 2018 and accepted a 4-month suspended sentence. A 2-year sentence for a first offense in Spain can be served on probation. However, if convicted, Shakira faces a much longer prison sentence. Shakira was named among public figures linked to offshore assets in one of the largest ever leaks of financial documents, known as the Pandora Papers in October 2021. Shakira, a 3-time Grammy winner, scored major global hits with songs such as Hips Don't Lie, Whenever, Wherever, and Waka, the official song of the 2010 World Cup, with a mix of Latin and Arabic rhythms and rock influence. Shakira, who has sold over 60 million albums worldwide, discovered PK in June. The couple has 2 kids. So what exactly is the source of Shakira's tax dispute? According to experts, this case is about the definition of the term resident under Spanish tax law. According to Douglas S. Strunsky, a partner in Boston-based firm Sullivan & Worcester, who practices international tax law, it comes down to how many days a person has lived in Spain in a year, 1 day, 50 days, or 365 days, before being considered a tax resident. Is a person considered a resident of a country if they buy a house in that country, even if they only stay for 4 days? Strunsky claims. I believe Shakira did spend time in Spain in this case, but the real question is whether she spent enough time there to be considered a tax resident of the country. But how do other performers avoid international tax problems? According to international tax law expert Kevin E. Thorne, managing partner of Thorne Law Group in Washington, tax lawyers assist Shakira and other global performers in determining where they owe taxes based on their citizenship, where they live most of the time, and where they perform in any given year. Thorne believes that when it comes to taxes, Spanish authorities may not fully understand the complex interplay between different countries' laws and international treaties. They're jumping to conclusions without all of the facts and without understanding all of the laws that would come into play here, says Thorne, a former IRS lawyer. They're attempting to put pressure on her to come to the table without all of the facts being available. But why is Spain threatening to imprison Shakira? So far, Spanish authorities have not made public any evidence that Shakira committed a tax crime rather than a tax error. Thorne believes that by publicly threatening Shakira with prison before a trial, prosecutors have harmed their case for a quick settlement. If there was an error, her lawyers will correct it, but I'm not sure it's a criminal matter, Thorne says. According to Strunsky, most tax disputes in Spain are civil rather than criminal. In most cases like this, the government does not take the criminal route, Strunsky says. My guess is that Spanish authorities are using bad publicity and the threat of jail to pressure her into settling the case. And the prospect of going to court looms. The pop singer shared a touching photo of herself hugging her 2 young sons, Sasha and Milan. Shakira titled the moving image, "The Most Pure Love." And with that being said, it's time to end our video. But before that, we would like to know, what are your views about this? Do you think Shakira will go to jail? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.